You drove a Genesis in FD for a hot minute. You like I've not heard good things about those cars just from a suspension side in drifting. So I'm curious to hear your side of what you think of a Genesis is on this like
Yeah.
for drifting.
Yeah, I've been that guy that discouraged so many people that like I feel bad. They would walk up, they're like, dude, I'm building a Genesis. Like, what do you think I should do? And I was just like, stop. Like, uh, but it seemed like, and it was cool. I made it work, man. We got
Yeah. Hmm.
fourth in the championship,
Yeah.
running it. And we did some cool stuff with that car. Like I shipped it to Japan twice, got second in FD Japan and Fuji,
Yeah.
did the FIA thing with it, and
Hmm.
just like we had a good time. But yeah, it was tough. Like the first time I drove the
Hmm.
car out of the box, just the way it is, the
Yeah.
team like gave it to me and I'm like, try this out. I swear I felt like I bunny hopped when I transitioned really hard. Like I would wind up the
What?
car and it had so much spring back, it felt like you would
Yeah.
like bunny hop. Like it
Oh
was,
wow.
and it was heavy. It had a lot of rotating mass, a lot of polar weight, a lot of weight
Yeah.
was behind the rear axle. Like the thing was just a handful. Like if you lower that car like 2 inches or more, the rear knuckle rotates forward like crazy,
Yeah.
and it almost gets into this. It gets into this bad kinematics where the wheelbase shrinks every time you hit a bump really bad and makes the shocks
What?
unbearably stiff, like really, really firm. You could throw the lightest spring rate you want, the
Yeah.
softest valving you want. The car just rides like it's really, really stiff, and that's one of those things that you get hung up on as a
Yeah.
shock tuner. You're like, all right, let's keep doing this, and then you're like, dude, if we just rock the knuckle back like 3 degrees, like the car rides beautiful,
Right.
So I bought one when I was competing in the
Yeah.
the Genesis. I bought one just to, I thought it was
Ma-
cool. Like, hey,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm gonna support the brand,
Well,
like
they
Hyundai,
they're
and
they're a good looking car, and they
yeah,
have intriguing engine platforms as well in them as
yeah, no,
well.
they
They
do.
really do. Yeah.
Hmm.
And if you're like in the market for like a G37, like
Yeah.
you're that
Hmm.
that that is what it's equivalent to.
Right.
It's got like similar power band to a VQ motor.
Hmm.
It's just heavy and just like a G37. I don't think it's a
Yeah.
very great car. The
Hmm.
wheelbase is too long. The wheelbase of the Hyundai Genesis Coupe was 111 inches. That's I think the
Really?
longest
Dang.
wheelbase. Um, Maybe arguably when Samuel Hubinette ran the Dodge, it
Yeah.
might have been longer, but other than that, I don't think there's anything that was longer.